Next, we're going to create a comparison sheet to compare each method with the original data for the last year, the last 4 quarters. This is different than the MAPES that we've been doing on each sheet, which just compares everything before that. This is after that to see which method is the best. So let's go back to our Excel spreadsheet. Let's go to the very front, control, page up, page up, page up, page up, page up, all the way to the front. And then although Shift F11 would work, I think we've been using F6 a lot to get down to the tab and then menu. And the very first one on that menu is I for insert. And the default is worksheet, which is what I want, enter, and it puts everyone right at the front. And I'm going to give this the name of my company symbol because each of my team members is going to be, including me, will be uploading this into our team Google Sheet. And I want it to be named with my company. So F6, menu, R for rename, and ADM is my company. Enter. And then I'm going to put across, first off, start with the original. And then Excel forecast. And then Holt's linear trend. And then Holt Winters additive. Seasonal. And just so I don't have to type that, I'm gonna, this should be not an underscore, but a hyphen. And it shouldn't be a capital W. I'm going to copy that, paste it beside it, F2, and then get rid of additive and put multiplicative. And then a regression, seasonal, regression, polynomial 2, and copy that, and F2, polynomial 3. And then to make this fit and across, Shift and across, Alt H O I. And there it is. Now I'm going to go Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and MAPE. So I'm going to put the originals for each of these quarters and then figure out the MAPE for each of these columns. So equal, and then control tab, tab, and then control home, control end down, and go across, and grab the first one. Don't worry about grabbing all of them. We're going to autofill the formula to get all of them, but just grab the first one from the original page, and the same from the Excel forecast. Equal, control page down, control home, and down, across, and up to the first forecast. And same with Holt linear, control page down, page down, page down, control home, and down, and that one. And then hold additive, equal, control page down, 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 and I'm actually control home and down, and then hold Winters, equal, control page down, 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 control home and down, and across, and then up 3. Enter. Regression, equal, control page down, 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 and then control home and down, across, and up. Enter. Seasonal regression, equal, control page down, 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 down. There it is, control home and down, and that one. Polynomial 2, equal, control page down, 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 control home and down, that one. And then finally polynomial, equal, control page down, 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 down. Control home and down, across. Oops, about too much. There. And for all of these, and across, back, I'm going to go shift and across and down all the numbers. I'm going to have it be, I'm going to make the same format. So control 1 and tab, and I'm going to choose actually the accounting format, which choose puts the comma, but I'm not going to have any decimal places. So tab 0 decimal places and tab no symbol, and then enter, enter. And now I'm going to autofill shift and across, and then holding down shift down to the 4th quarter and control D for autofill down. And then the MAPES. So under the Excel forecast, it's going to be equal average, and I'm going to tab to accept that. Absolute value, tab to accept that. And it starts with the original data. Shift N down, and I'm going to F4 it, because as I autofill this across, it always needs to refer to the original column. And then subtract the, in this case, the Excel forecast. Shift N down, and that one I'm not F4ing because I wanted to update as we autofill it across, and then close brackets, and then divided by, again, the original, Shift N down, and also again F4 it, and then close brackets, and then enter. And I'd like this to be a percentage, so Control Shift %, and I'd like to be at 2 decimal places, so Control 1, and then tab over 2 decimal places 2, and then enter. And I'm also going to make this bold, Control B. Now I'm going to click on my percentage, and I'm going to go Shift and across to polynomial 3 and Control R for autofill to the right. And I could eyeball it, but I'm not I'm gonna let Excel tell me which one is the smallest. And so under the B column, it's going to go equal min for minimum, open bracket. I'm going to arrow over to the first cell, C6, shift end across for all of them, and then close the bracket. And so it says that the smallest one is 4.67, which is polynomial 2. That's my winner. So I'm going to yellow those, and then Alt H, and down to and across to yellow. And now I'm going to make a chart of this. So Control Home, and I'm going to go Shift, and I could just try to make a chart from this vantage point, but it's going to include MAPE, and I don't want the MAPE to be included in the chart. So Shift and down, and then end across, to select all that data, and then it's Alt F1 to make a chart. And it's putting the first, there's 2 things wrong. One, I want it to be a line chart, and second, I want to switch the column. I don't want it Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I want it to be all the types at the bottom in the legend. And so the way to do that is Alt JC for chart design, and it's switch the rows and columns. That's W. Get. And then again Alt JC and chart type C. I'm going to tab and go down to line chart and enter. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, so Shift up, and then now let go of Shift and move it down. Maybe I make it a little bit. I made it a little bit too big. Shift tab. There, that fits. And then I'm going to go Shift to the right to make it wider, and then I'm going to just move it to the left. And I think I want the original one, which is just like a hard to see blue line in the middle of this. I want to make it red, and I want to make it dotted so I can see which one I'm comparing everything to. So I'm going to hit Control, that's it, the equivalent of clicking the green plus in the upper right hand, and I'm going to just go to Axes, go across, the arrow across, down to more options. And right now it's on an axis, but if I hit Tab and keep tabbing, then now I'm on the original one. And I'm going to hit the menu button and then F twice. Oh, I guess it already did it. And then now I am going to change it, the paint can. So you use the tab to go down to the 3 options, left to go to the paint can option, and then I'm going to go tab, 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 all the way down to the color. And then hit the space bar, and I'm going to go down to red. I can't get there. Try that again. Space bar, down, 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 there. There, red. And then I'm going to tab down to the make it dots and hit the space bar, and tab down to the dots and enter. And then I want to get rid of this side panel. So on the side panel right now, and if you remember, control space, it gets the menu at the top, and close is the last one, C. And then I'm going to tab in here until I get to the chart title. It's not getting me to the chart title. Okay, so I'm just going to escape out, and escape again, and control, and go down to chart title and more options. And I'm going to call it ADM forecast methods. Good. And again, I'm going to close that thing. I'm going to go F6. The first F6 gets down to the tab, but when I hit F6 again, do you see how the dashed lines is on the format chart? The side panel is there. So now the side panel is selected. And if I go control space, I can close it again. And now I'm just going to escape out of everything. And I'm going to save it, control S. And I've made my comparison sheet.